Welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, we got a 2000 Dodge Ram van B1500. What I'm going to show you how to do is replace the blower motor. The reason why we're replacing the blower motor is because, and this might happen to your vehicle also, and it's just not limited to just Dodges and these vans and all, it's limited to a lot of cars. What happens is the blower motor resistor will constantly go bad, and that's all you have is it's on high speed. That's because when the blower motor starts going, it causes a lot of resistance, a lot of pressure on that thing, and it starts to blow out. A lot on the resistor, and it starts to blow out. So we're hired to replace the blower motor. Customer looked on YouTube and and a lot of people came to find out, diagnosing that came out to be the blower motor. And off the top of my head, I can tell you it's going to be the blower motor, but still I didn't diagnose it, but I'm almost confident it is. So we're going to show you how to replace the blower motor. Now the blower motor on these vehicles is a little complicated to get to. You got to put your hand in, wiggle around and all. It's up under the hood here. A lot of them is up under the dashboard. This one's up under the hood. So let me get my handy dandy mag light I got from Amazon. I had this for a while. These things are great for getting down in the small areas, and you might want to get yourself one too instead of the regular flashlights. All right, these I like these a lot better. All right, let's get you and show you what this blower motor is, and then we're going to get the tools to replace it. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, our blower motor is way up under there. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to unhook up this, take off this air tube. It just pops out of place. I'm going to set this down to the side over here. And now we can see it a little better. Let's get this line out the way. Now you can see it a little better. There it is down there. Let me get a light so you can see this, and let's see if we can set this camera up in a way. I ain't gotta move this. That looks pretty good right there. Okay, now you need to face a little more down. Dang it. You know, now if I can keep that right there, that'd be great. That would be great. Okay. Let's get a little light here. Alright, there's our blower motor right there. And we got 1, 2, 3 1/4-inch drive bolts. And then we got the connector right over here. So let's reach over here and see these 2 tabs. I like 2 tabs. I'm going to push those down and unplug it. Okay, you see that? Okay, got it unplugged. And let's get our now what I got here is a 1/4-inch drive socket, shallow, with a 2-inch extension. And actually, you know, I'm gonna try something here. What I'm gonna do is take this extension, take that off, and just use the socket and use my little screwdriver, and at the end of it is made for 1/4-inch drive sockets. So you see what I'm doing? I'm going to try to do this by hand. Okay, let's go for the bottom one first. Now you got a tube down here, an air tube, the cooling tube for this motor. Just pull that off, just like that, because we're going to be needing that. I'm going to just move out of the way. And then Then we're gonna get to the bottom bolt first, which is way down there at the bottom. Right there. Try to get it, kind of see, so we can see a light too at the same time. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Let's get that unscrewed. I mean, you can use a ratchet also. Ratchet will probably be quicker, but you might be using a screwdriver like this. I got more control of it, so I know when it's just about to come out, I don't drop the bolt and lose it somewhere. These are some long screws. What the heck, man? It's just a blower motor. Okay, that one's just about out. Okay. Let's see down there. Okay. There we go. Got one bolt. Got it out. Now, what I'm going to do now is let's hook up that ratchet and see how that works. Okay, got my 2-inch extension. Got my socket, 2-inch extension, and a 1/4-inch drive ratchet. Pretty much all these tools can be gotten at your local auto parts store. Alright, let's see. Now we're going to get to the second bolt, which is up here. Now doing it this way, I mean, it's kind of let's see, man, get this with it, hold that, there it is. When you feel it start to really get loosened up, try to get in there with your hand and take it out. Okay, and almost just a little bit more. Okay, let's see if we can get this bolt out of here now. Okay, there's number 2. And now we got one more right there. That bolt's almost out. Let's get this thing by hand. Okay, got 3 bolts out. Let's see if this blower motor wiggles out of here. There we go. Gotta fit it like a little puzzle, I see. So I can come up out of here. Get these LC lines out of the way. You may make sure you don't mess up that cage. Get that thing. Almost had it. You know, just to be on the safe side, let's take this oil dipstick tube out. Just the oil dipstick out. There we go. Whew, yeah, we got it. Okay, here we go. Alright, now let's go get the new one. We're going to match them up. Alright, right back. Alright, here we have the blower motor. And 2 things we're going to have to do before we change these over. 3 things actually. 1, we got to cut this plug off. Put it onto the new motor. 2, the gasket. Matter of fact, let's hook that on now. That's all it is little grooves inside there. And then you just want to push them. Should get close up. See a little groove inside there? Just push them right into place just like that. Go around to the next one. Push that in. Whoops. I guess you gotta make sure they are lined up. So it looks like these are all offset. There we go. Now we're good. Okay, there we go. That's all set up. Now, what you want to do here, get you a wire strippers and wire cutters. And what we're going to do here is take the old one, cut the plug off. Next, take our wire strippers. Now on the new motor, if you notice, it's already got they already stripped them down enough for us. Just twist them, make it so it can make a good contact. So we're going to be using solderless connectors. And these are a little bit too long, so what I'm going to do is just cut them right about there. Okay. Now that's ready. Now we're going to do a splice back both of these wires. These are actually some thick wires right here too. Wow. So let's just splice these back a little bit. These are some inexpensive tools, so make sure you have some. There's automatic ones and all that it's out there, but you know, I've had the automatic ones and they broke on me after a while. Alright, that one might be a little bit long, so I'm going to cut that off just a tad bit. Here we go. Now we're ready. Now what we have here is a set of solderless connectors. And what you want to do is get 2 of the blue ones. Now what I did was, on this right here, I got this casing from Harbor Freight, which all kind of compartments. I can move the compartments around. And then I just started buying connectors and all that, and just put them in different compartments. I like that much better than having them everywhere splattered out and not uniform. All right, now what we're gonna do here. Now, actually, on your strippers, you see the yellow, the blue. The red, blue, and the yellow. So we know we got blue. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna line this up See, I like to stick this up there first, right there, because the actual connector is further back. Stick one of the wires in, squeeze it. Done. Let's go do the next one. Just put that in there. You know, actually, I think this is a different one. And let me get another one that matches this one. Okay. Let's make sure that, want to make sure that wire is twisted and, you know, squeezed together as much as you can in the front, so it goes right in there. These gnats out here is killing me, man. In there, squeeze it, and now our plug is done. Now we're going to take our new motor. Only thing you got to really know is the black. Lines the black up. So we've got two different colors here. So I know this green is positive. Well, I know black is ground. So, so I know the other one's positive. So what we're going to do is squeeze. Let me get this down here. Okay. We're going to set our first one up. And that's the black one. Let's get our black one in there. Squeeze it. Good. Now for our green, connecting to the orange. There we go. That motor's ready to go in, almost. Next, what we gotta do is take off this cage. Now, what you want to do is go around, look at the cage, and you want to make sure that it's not broken in any kind of way. Get all this stuff out of here. And you're gonna get you a pair of needle nose pliers. And see that little clip right there? You're gonna squeeze that needle nose pliers together and pull that off. All right. So let's get that. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Got me a pair of needle nose pliers and a can of WD-40. Now, first all we're going to do is take our needle nose pliers, and you see that clip right there. So let's squeeze those terminals together. Take it off just like that. All right. There we go. Now, next what we're going to do is, see, there's a lot of rust buildup on that. So we're going to just spray that a little bit. Just tap it just a little bit just to break that rust loose. Then we're going to let that sit for about 2 minutes. Alright, so let that sit. And then when we come back, we're going to pull that wheel off. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, let that WD-40 sit for a minute. Yeah. Now, we're going to take our little hammer. We're going to just slowly tap on the shaft of the motor. Till you come flush with it. You don't want to keep on hitting it and mess the plastic up around there. Just want to keep hitting it back and forth. Wow. And what I might end up doing is getting a little punch to go in there. Finish that up. Matter of fact, let's go get us a little punch so we can get that out of there. Right back. All right, got me a little bitty punch here. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to hold this thing. Let's see here. With my legs. Just try to get a hammer. Let's see here, make sure we got that. And just try to tap that out of there. Or you could have another person. that would help out even better. That would be even better. Get another person in there. Because that don't want to come out, man. You know what? I am getting sick and tired. Come on. Push out of there. You know, I'm not gonna... Okay, I'm gonna try to hold this thing. You know what? I'm gonna have to get me an assistant over here to hold this like this, so then I can just knock that right out of there. Alright, so I'll be right back. Okay, I got an assistant holding the blower motor while I take the punch and tap right to the top and try to hit the motor down. Ready? Mm-hmm. You can see it's slowly going down. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep on tapping it until that motor is just going to drop and hit the ground. Okay, there we go. Got it out of there. All right, let's go over there and install it on a new one. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Now, on the new blower motor, look at the shaft. Now you notice the shaft has a flat side to it. And you got to make sure that lines up with the cage. There's a flat side right to it. So, you want to make sure they line up. Push that shaft on, just as simple like that. Rest it down. And then what we're going to do is reinstall our clip. It takes a little getting on here, but it will. Man, come on. With these gnats bothering me, man, this sucks. There we go. You see that? Yeah, you almost got that on all the way. There we go. It's in place. Make sure our grommet is in place everywhere. Now let's set this motor down just like that. We're going to turn it to the side. See where the cooling tube is. Now our cooling tube has a little grommet on it. I mean, has a little groove in it. And this one wasn't in all the way. So you just want to make sure we put that into the new one. And it's going to face down towards the cage. Just like that. Alright, so let's get over there, set the camera up, and put this blower motor back in. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Got our blower motor hole down there. Let's get our blower motor down. Be careful of that grommet, the gasket. Make sure you're not hitting anything. There we go. Okay, let's set it into the housing and try to keep that tube towards the bottom, because you know that's where it goes. And we just messed up because now the grommet came off of there. The gasket came off. So I gotta pull it back out. And I should have put a little glue on that thing. So, you know what? Let's take this thing back out. Set this back up in there. Okay. Gotta be very careful of that. Okay, now we're looking good. Okay, let's try to get this lined up in there. We got lined up. Looking good. Let's get a light. Alright, I want to make sure my air tube is going to be lined up. Looks like my air tube came out, but that's okay. I can put that in later. Want to make sure the bolts holes are lined up, and they're gonna be right about there. So let's take one bolt and try to get one of these screws and try to get them lined up and get it started. This is not easy to get lined up. Alright, let's go to the top one first, because there's a little stud. On the top there's a little stud that the blower motor is going to set right on. Which will give me just that perfect opportunity to get this bolt, to get this screw lined up in there. Okay, looking over there. All right, now I'm just going to use my 2-inch, 1/4-inch drive extension with the 1/4-inch drive, 1/4-inch socket. And see, we got this one started right there. Let's see if I can start this a little more by hand. Okay, it's in there. Now let's try to get these other ones lined up and started. You don't want to tighten the first one up. We're going to tighten it up. We want to make sure we get all of them started in there. Alright, there's number 2 we got started. And let's try to get this one. Okay, that's number 2. And number 3 just happens to be down at the bottom. Bad part of number 3, you can't really see it, so you gotta feel for where it's at. we go. Okay. That number 3. Let's get that one started by hand. Okay, that's going in good. Okay, let's get those 3 screws tightened up. Like I said, you can use the screwdriver or you can use the ratchet. You're gonna start from over here. I'm not going to tighten it up all the way yet. What I'm going to do is go around and get to these other ones too. Let's get that bottom one. Get this plug out of the way. Now on this bottom one, I'm going to tighten it up. So I got all of them going in, so I'm just going to tighten that one up now. Man, these are some long screws, man. And these ain't super tight, remember, these are going into plastic. So don't go crazy on these. Get over here. Show some light. Shine some light. Okay, and our last one. Okay, next what you're gonna do is go over here, grab our plug. We're gonna plug that up. There we go. Let's go get our tube and stick that back on. Alright, be right back. Okay, got our tube down there. And what we're going to do here, this is going to be by feel also. Got to make sure we get back into that groove and twist it. And then hook it up. There we go. You see how we got an extra wiring hanging right here? What we're going to do is put that to the side, over to here, and I'm going to get a wire tie and tie this up so we can keep that out of the way, because it will go over here. As you can see, that will go over here and hit this belt and cause a problem. So let's get us a small wire tie, put this oil dipstick back in place and tie that up. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, got a little short wire tie right here. So let's get it in. Boom, 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 boom. And come on, what the heck? You know what? Alright, got it. Finally. Where the plug at? You know, what's bad about this is when you gotta do this thing with one hand. But being that I am as good as I am, it's a small thing to a giant. Even when I'm having a hard time, man, I'm even cracking jokes. Alright, there we go. Let's get that tied up over here. I don't want to squeeze it too tight. Dang, it just pulled right out of there. Oh, that's right, because I ain't even got it in. You know what? Let me go get me another wire tie, because that one ain't worked too well. And try to hook that back up. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Put our second wire tie up there, and let's tighten that up. Get that, keep that wire harness over there. Alright, let's get our dipstick back in there, oil dipstick. And get our air tube. Oh, let's clean this, wipe this thing off. Let's get our air tube back up there and wrap it up. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, we're all done. Now before we change the blow motor, the customer replaced the connector to the blow motor resistor. And just in case you have to connect yours, and they should come with a wiring harness already. Oh, I gotta connect that. Look at that. That came out of there. You know, so if your blower motor comes with it, make sure you change that connector, because it will get hot with that blower motor's putting out a lot of resistance. Other than that, everything came out great. I can see, he put this in there and it came out. The plug right there came out. So the wire came out of there. So we're gonna cut that and put that in there better, because I ain't liking that. And I'm not gonna charge the customer. It's a good customer. So let's set this down here. It's another job by Astral Auto Repairs. Any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to help you out as much as I can when it comes to this blower motor or the blower motor resistor. Don't ask me no questions about nothing else. Don't ask me no questions about no transmission or something like that, man. Another video. Stop playing around with me. Alright, this is Timmy from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. Take it easy.